Hello, this is Kevin. Where am I today? Well, just starting a little walk. Little, he says. Cynthia's here.
Hello.
And we have got to go shopping, unfortunately. So that'd be Tesco's in Hazelmere. Give them a little plug. Other supermarkets are available. But we decided we wanted to get a few miles in, so we are heading up here. And let me just show you this. This is the Southdowns Way, just above Cocking Village in West Sussex. And if anybody that knows this area will know this path well, this is actually a farm track that goes up through here. But there are some people just up in front of us, and there's a building there, and it's been turned into a cafe called Flint Barn Cafe, run by Fiona and Trina. And I have got to come up here, actually do a video with them at some point. But the main reason for deciding to do a walk today is the weather is just brilliant. We've got no jackets on, sun's out, clouds in the sky, but we thought, hey, what, yeah, let's make the most of this weather while we've got it. So here we are, just in front of us is Flint Barn Cafe, which we will be calling into now. Yes, definitely. So let's have a wander up here. Well, we've just stopped and had lunch at the Flint Barn Cafe. Why not make use of the facilities while they're there? Had to don the sunglasses again. I was going to leave them off, but the sun is so bright and it's making me squint. But just over here, there's two lovely horses or polo ponies. And away in the distance, I'm assuming that is the North Downs, is it, Cynthia?
Not sure.
No, she's not sure. I would.
That would be beyond Blackdown, isn't it?
I'm not sure. Now you've said that. Now I'm doubting that as well. What I've just said.
It's hilly, anyway.
It's hilly. Yes, it's very hilly. Anyway, we've got to head up this track. Not that one, but we've got to go up here. I said to Cynthia just now, we've got all these barns along here, which are all part of Keldry's estate. And the barn just in front of me is absolutely jam full of huge bales of straw or hay. So this is where we're heading to. Away in the distance, and when you look up there and see how far the top of that hill is, you think, do I really want to walk all the way up there? But we will do. But we know that when you get to the top of that hill, that's not exactly where you want to get to, for our part of the walk anyway. She stepped out the way.
I was going to hold you up.
Well, just the other side of the hedge, which is here, that's where the track is. But we've come up this bit here. Oh, somebody says turn the camera, and they drop the camera then. So this farm track just here, which goes off where Cynthia's walking, this keeps you off the road, which is great because the actual the vehicle road is so narrow that if a tractor or any other vehicle came along, you couldn't get off the road. So I'm just taking the opportunity of taking my glasses off for a second while I'm filming, because the sun, which is up there, it's gone beyond a big cloud. We did this walk once before, and it was different time of the year completely, but just look down here. Still got some lovely flowers out. Cynthia's going to tell me what they are. and clover. Still out just a little bit in places. Just here, that's the rose hips from that's gone as well. The name of that, it'll come to me in a minute, dog rose. So the hedgerows are becoming, you know, changing from what they've been like in the spring and summer into autumn, which we are very much in now, definitely in autumn. Butterfly, oh, there's still some butterflies about, which is lovely to see. But just over here, we've got a field full of sheep. And they go all the way down, just up that way, and all the way up here. And it is very much a farming community for sheep around here. Just look up in this hedgerow here, look. The seeds of the plant there, I'm not sure what that is. But just in front of Cynthia, I've got this lovely plant just on there. A couple of insects on there, look at that. Do we know the name of that one? She let me down. She let me down again. It was a brief shrug of the shoulders, ladies and gentlemen. It was just a, I don't know. If you know, please leave a message in the comments. Thank you. Switch hands again. Sun's out. The one thing that we've both noticed is how busy it is today. Just in front of us, we've got 3 guys who are clearly camping out. Their rucksacks are huge with all sorts on them. And we've got 4 women coming up behind us. And to be honest, they'll probably overtake me and Cynthia in a minute, because I think we'd forgotten just how steep this climb is. Let me turn the camera around and show you. It's making me puff. There we go. That's the 3 guys up in front. In front of them is a family of 4 people, 2 children, and the children are running. Oh, I wish I had their energy. Wow. Oh. I'm going to stand up here for a second, just on this bank, because there's some sort of a crop, I think, in this field, but I don't know what it would be. Unless it's my imagination, but it looks as if it's some sort of a crop.
I think it must be.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Those lovely blue flowers.
Yes, these, Cynthia's right, these lovely blue flowers. Let me try and get in here a bit closer, and I will attempt, without falling over the edge, to get those on that shot. But they are stunning flowers. But as Cynthia said, they are, it's actually right over the whole of this crop. And in the background we've got this lovely woodland, mixture of trees just there. So I'm just going to get down off this bank without falling over. Some more people coming down. Well, we've come to a split in the footpath. Southdowns Way, finger post here, goes straight on up that way, and then you've got the bridle way, which goes up behind the big stone.
It's a boundary stone.
I was just about to say, that's the boundary stone, isn't it? That's the boundary stone between the Goodwood estate and Cowdrey estate. No.
No, I don't think so.
No, I'm wrong, folks. I'm wrong. If anybody watches these films, these videos, you will know how often teacher corrects pupil. So we will put it up on the screen, as Cynthia said, but it is a boundary stone, but I'm probably wrong about what for. To me, it sounded pretty plausible. Cowdrey one side, Earl of March the other side, but who knows?
Well, you may be right.
Ah, now she's changing her mind, folks.
No, I'm just saying there's a possibility. You may be right.
I might be right. And can I just say, that's possibly a first
No.
where she said I might be right. Just over here, actually, I was trying to show you that stuff just now in that hedgerow, and there's some here. Cynthia, do we know what this is? Just in front of me?
Beard, isn't it?
Sorry?
Old man's beard.
Old man's beard. See, I knew I could rely on Cynthia.
No, I'm not sure actually.
Oh, now she's saying she's not sure.
It looks,
I think you're right, actually.
I think it is.
Let me show you. Look. There we are. Old man's beard, yeah. And Cynthia identified the flowers that are in this field in front of us, and they are
Wild chicory.
wild chicory. There we are. Where would we be without all these apps, Cynthia?
I don't know. Using our brains.
Oh gosh, yeah, you're probably right. In my case, using my brain, no, that's too much like hard work. Anyway, we're going to press on up this way, up there. I'll just give you one more look at the big boundary stone which is in front of me. And I can't remember, was this chalk? Did we do? It's a giant piece of chalk. There we are.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, hang on. The Cynthia's got it.
It's a marker of the end of the West Dean estate.
The end of the West Dean estate.
Yeah.
Lovely, thank you. They
I'm
are.
guessing most of Goodwood estate would have been the other side of the 272. Of the 286, I mean. It's all over there, isn't it?
As far as I'm aware, that directly in front of us, yonder,
Yeah.
I think that is all Cowdrey.
Yes. And then yonder over there is Goodwood.
It is, and I think probably
But this is the West Dean estate.
West Dean estate.
Oh, it was. It probably isn't anymore.
Yeah, quite possibly, yeah. But I think in my head, Singleton might mark the dividing point between the Cowdrey and Goodwood estates.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey.
Quite possibly.
Anyway, you know, I've got a headache now.
Have you? From thinking?
With all this debating.
Too much thinking?
Too much thinking, too much debating, folks.
I'm take a picture of the stone.
So, you know what, that's a really good idea. Right, we're going up that way, as I said just now.
I'm going over there because the sun's not on me then.
That's it, good idea. Don't take a photograph into the sun. We're still walking.
We're
Still-
climbing.
Still climbing. Cynthia's quite right. We were both just thinking, or just saying, we've got how can you find a spider's web flying about? We were just saying that we're going to have to take our jumpers off. You know, it's the 9th of October. The nights are now getting quite cold and the nights are drawing in very, very quickly. But it is so warm now. And we're going to have to take our jumpers off because it's just so warm. So we're going to find somewhere up here to stop in a minute and take them off. Let me just show you the views that we've got. Looking down across the Southdowns Way, and on the hill in a distance there, that's where the Southdowns Way continues. Right up through there, right up along the side of the tree line, and then disappears right up over the top. We know that because we've been up there.
We've done it.
We've done it. It's debate time. We've reached Bepton Down. The trig point is away up the top of this hill. We don't know if there's any cattle in this field. There is in the one next door. The gate is not sorry, just hit the thing. The gate is not chained up or tied up. Cynthia is heading up the track. She's very, very nervous of cattle. So she's up there. Do you know what? I'm going through the field. I've slid the gate open. And I'm going to close the gate behind me. And it's a heavy metal gate. So I've got to try and lift and push. So I'm now into the field and I'm going to follow these wheel marks up. Now in a minute, if you start hearing somebody screaming and running, it'll be me running away like a little scared rabbit. And I think Cynthia's going to be regretting going off in that direction, because from memory of when we were here last, which was 2 or 3 months ago, I think she's got a long way to go before she can actually get into the field. So I'm heading straight up through this field now. The sun's gone behind a cloud up there, but I was just glancing around there to see if there was any cattle hiding in a corner, which I haven't seen any yet. So I'm basically heading straight up through the field. And look at this in front of me. Is that an oxeye daisy? Possibly it is. There are some dried up cow pats in this field. But anyway, I will let you know what happens if I get up there or not. I don't think that's Cynthia going back down the track over there. I did just have a quick look. There is a lady walking down there. Well, here we are, the trig point. Ah, blimey, that was quite a climb up through that field. So I'm standing right on the base of the trig point. And let me just pan round so you can see what I've got in front of me, the scenery here. Away in the distance, you've got sun streaming down onto which I assume is the channel, the English Channel. So I'm panning round further. Oh, that person I saw walking back down the field, down the Southdowns Way, was Cynthia. She's just coming up through the field now. So here we go, round a bit further. And away in the distance there, we don't know if that's the North Downs or not. I think it possibly is. So then we come round a bit further to this tree line, just behind, what, about 80 yards behind the trig point. And that's it, 360 degrees. So let's see if we can find the number on this trig point, which it's there. OSBM S1517, and it's got a plaque on there. I can't make that out very well. This monument forms part of the Ordnance Survey National GPS network. It is an offence to damage it. If found damage, please ring our helpline. Thank you. So Cynthia's down there somewhere. Oh, I'm waving to her and she's waving back. We've gone off the Southdowns Way and we're actually walking underneath all these beech trees with the dappled sunlight coming through. And we're going down here. We've just spoken to a gentleman, asking him if we were doing the right thing by coming down this path here. And he said you go down here and you get to a bit of a crossroads. Don't take the turning to the left. Go on a bit further. And then he said you turn left and you go through a really nice woodland walk, which will eventually bring us out way down there in the far corner. But there's another track, he said, that takes us down to the 286, but we want to head back to the cafe to have our final coffee of the day. But anyway, let's see what happens here. Well, we just stopped briefly because we've suddenly noticed. Let me turn around. Look, we've just come down this track here, and we've got this open, well, gorse. It's just completely covered in gorse right across it. So you can imagine what that would look like when all the flowers are out. Now that's on our right hand side as we walk down the track. But just looking here, I'm just going to take a few steps into this pine forest and just watch what happens with the light. Look at that. It's so dark in there, and I'm probably, what, 10 yards off the track? Isn't that horrible? But they're all done in these incredibly straight lines going down the slope. But you know, look, we go from beautiful sunshine into this dark, horrible, dingy sort of light. Actually, it looks better with if I took my sunglasses off, but it is dark. But yeah, horrible. Don't like that at all. We've come from out along that track there behind me, and we're just entering this bit of woodland here, which is separate from the dark old forest up then. And just in front of us is loads and loads of hazel trees, which are very, I would say, much older than the ones we saw just now. But I'm standing right alongside these yew trees, which is on this path going down through. And in fact, looking around me, this is actually a hazel copse mainly, because this is mainly all through here. This is all hazel down through here. And Cynthia's pointing away. Oh gosh, look, there's a building. There's a ruin. Let's have a look at this. So it's perched on the side of this hillside, and it looks like it's flint built, which it is. Not much of it left, but just look at this. Wow, that's amazing. It's quite a big structure actually, because you can see just here, this is where a doorway was. Brick corners to the structure, and where I'm walking now, this is all the old walls where they've fallen down, and so I'm walking on the flints, which are very slippery, I have to say, because they're covered in moss. But this is the other end wall here, just in front of me. So you can see it goes right up there, probably about 12 feet, 15 feet, and all along. There's actually another wall that cuts across here. So it's a two. Oh, so this is where the dividing wall would be between the two rooms or whatever they were. Perhaps this was an old stable, an old barn. There was a window in the end wall there, and presumably there would have been one in this one as well. But what an amazing place to find it. But I am, oh crikey, I'm being very careful. Let me just stand back here and show you. So that's one side. That's going through to the other side. It's just amazing. You're walking through a woodland and this is what you find. Absolutely unbelievable. We've come to the end of our walk for today. We've been to, what's the name of the place? Bepton Down, and the name for
Linchball.
the Linchball. And we're actually stood now with a field of sheep behind us. Let me just show you in front of us, where all the plantations have been cleared in the past, I'm assuming. Still got some here, very dense forest there. But we've just come along a very beautiful woodland track, which was lovely. Dappled sunlight coming through. Anyway, the cafe's closed, we've just found out, which is a disaster. We've left it too late because we just love walking. Anyway, this will be Kevin and Cynthia saying bye-bye, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Hello there, my name's Andrew Norris and I'm sitting in a meadow in Croatia. If like me you've just enjoyed watching Kevin's latest video, do give him a thumbs up, and if you haven't, please consider subscribing. Click the bell notification and you'll be kept informed of any future videos that Kevin uploads. Thank you.